did you prepare a Bible study, Mark?
It's a good question. I think you want to pray, is treat it as an exercise of how do I impart some wisdom or the knowledge that is in the Word of God to God's people or to people who are seeking to understand it. I think it's really important to try and understand a passage of the Bible on its own terms as much as possible before you get to questions of what does this mean for my life. If you come to a passage and the question is, how do I apply this to people's lives, sometimes you can read into the passage things that maybe aren't there or maybe that you don't need to find there. And so I think it's important to do some sort of work in studying a passage for yourself and coming to really understand what the passage is about, what's the context that it's in, working on all those things, getting a really solid foundation, and then going to do the work of, okay, how are we going to approach this as a study group? And then begin to ask questions, and I think it's a good idea to note down your own questions. If you've got things that you don't understand, probably they're going to be things other people want to know about as well. So take down those questions. And also just, I guess, think about the people you're going to be speaking with. What are their needs? What are their possible concerns? And how could the ideas in this text that are there, how could those ideas speak into people's lives? I think a good way to do that is, when you're doing your initial work of studying a passage of the Bible, is draw out one or two kind of key principles. It might be a theological principle, or it might be here's part of the story of Jesus' life, or something like that, and just meditate on those as the major theme for your study, and I guess order your questions around that major theme so kind of the study can hang together and provide something quite interesting.
Thank you.